Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Faith. Welcome to yet another GPAP webinar session where we will be talking about turning WhatsApp chats into loyal paying customers. So kindly share the webinar link, post it to your WhatsApp groups, statuses, inboxes, so that we can have as many people as possible not to miss out on this valuable information. Thank you. So before we welcome our speaker of the day, kindly allow me to briefly share what the GPAP program is about in about 5 minutes. So I'll be sharing my screen so that we get to learn about the GPAP program. Okay, thank you so much. So I'll be starting. So the GPAP program is the Graduate Professionals Apprenticeship Program. In short, GPAP. So about GPAP, what is GPAP? So GPAP is a reskilling program providing hands-on experience. And why? Why the GPAP program? So it's aimed at providing experience and knowledge to skills gaps, to the gaps that professionals have in their career skills so that they're able to access work. So who is the target audience here for the GPAP program? You're looking at graduates, you're looking at career changers, Buckets, and university students. So when does the GPAP program happen? It happens on a monthly basis. And where? At TechBuzz Hub in Ntinda, Kampala. So how does the program work? So it's a full-time on-job shadowing in experiential nature. So how long is the duration is 3 months, but you're gaining experience of 2 years in a period of 3 months. So it's ideal for people who are looking for job readiness and also people who are navigating workplace hierarchies. For example, you've been stuck in an entry level for like 5 years, maybe you want to go to a senior role. This GPAP program is ideal for you. Then the purpose of the program, to build a successful professional career through mentorship. So the program offers mentorship, it offers coaching, and also exposure and connections. The capacity of the program, so each month, each slot of a month, enrollment is of a maximum of 5 people per cohort. So it's limited to 5 people per cohort. So when did the program begin? The program began in 2017, and we have over 130 alumni from 12 cohorts. And the performance rate, over 96% of the participants on the program complete the program. Then the impacts of the program, 87% influences participants' journey in their career paths. Then advanced strategy for industry and academia bridge. Then the case study. So the case study is for a period of 10 years. And so in a period of 10 years, we looked at a pool of the number of graduates who have graduated over the period of 10 years. And we looked at a sample pool of 4 million graduates. And on those 4 million graduates, the number of jobs available are only 700,000 jobs. 700,000 jobs available. And then the number of unemployment is 3,300,000 unemployed graduates. So imagine 4 million graduates and only 7,000 jobs available. Yeah. Then our findings are also backed up by research, as you can see from Daily Monitor Unemployment Crisis, then The Guardian, Uganda's unemployed graduates held back by skills gap, the New Vision. So all our findings are also based on the research as shared here. So you can also go and do further reading about this from the Daily Monitor, from New Vision, from the Nile Post. Yes. So why should someone join the GPAP program? To gain employable skills for mentorship, valuable work experience. So you get coaching when you're in the program, you gain coaching and support because you have experienced people in the program who are ready and able to coach you so that you excel and you gain the work experience. Then you also get it's networking opportunities. So you get exposure. Then also there's personal growth. So you grow because you're given tasks which put you at a level of competitiveness so that you're able to grow. Then fast track employment. So you're able to get connections and jobs. Yeah. Then these are some of our testimonials from GPAP participants who have been on the program and they finished their program. So we have Alinda here giving their testimonial, and we also have Businje giving their testimonial, the benefits they got from joining the program. Then these are some of our, this is still part of the feedback we are getting from the people we interact with who would want to join the program. So this is from someone who watched our mentorship sessions on YouTube and was able to learn something. And this is the feedback they shared with us. Yeah, you can maybe, there is that. And also there is also from Eric Cheyune. So these are now the people who finished the program, they are part of the GPAP program and are now the alumni of the program, yes. So who is GPAP's best fit with? Students to gain valuable work experience, then graduates to bridge the gap between academia and workforce, then also career development, acquire role-based trainings and onboarding to advance in your career. Then the different departments the GPAP program has, we have the human resource department. So anyone interested in the human resource department, you can apply for the GPAP program. We have the research and project. We have the multimedia and production. We have the proposal writing and fundraising, accounting and finance, digital marketing, sales and marketing. Yeah. Yeah, and then we also have software engineering. So in case you really need these skills, please don't hesitate to apply for the GPAP program. So these are some of our marketing material we have that you can actually put out on your social platforms, on your WhatsApp statuses. You can also share with a friend, someone who is interested in gaining skills in proposal writing, in digital marketing, in multimedia, so that they're able to enroll for the program. So then, what wise men? Quotes from wise men. So tell me I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn, by Benjamin Franklin. Then apprenticeship is the most natural way of learning. It allows skills to be passed down while fostering discipline, humility, and mastery, from Robert Greene. Then we also have the best education doesn't always happen in a classroom. Apprenticeships empower people to learn by doing, ensuring that knowledge is lived, not just memorized. Malcolm Gladwell. So those are quotes from wise men. So our discount. So we have a 40% discount, which is now 1.5 million. So if you enroll now, you have a discount of 1.5 million and it's ending this very month of February. Yes. So so then we also have a 10% discount. When you recommend someone, then they are able to pay at a discount of 10%. Then also for these webinars, they are attended, they are free of charge to be part of them. So ensure to invite your colleagues to come and be part of these webinars and they get to learn. Yeah, so join GPAP today. GPAP offers employable skills, work experience, and career fast tracking. So the slots are very limited. Join today and start your professional journey. So for you to apply, this is the link you have to click on and then you're able to apply for the program. In case you want to contact us, those are the numbers on your screen. You can maybe note them down if you want to reach out to us. Then for more information, you can still visit our website, which is there, techbuzzhub.org/GPAP. Yeah, so basically that was it for the GPAP presentation. And without any further ado, allow me welcome the presenter of that day, Mr. Kenneth Tresije. You are welcome to share your insights. Thank you so much for listening.
Okay, thank you very much, Faith. If you may stop sharing your screen so that I share mine. Greetings to you all who are on the call today. My name is Kenneth Twesije, and I lead the team at TechBuzz, where we run this GPAP. GPAP in full is Graduate Professionals Apprenticeship Program. Where we support young professionals to level up, to become maybe get their experience acceptable into the workplace, and not just acceptable, but being able to thrive at their new workplaces. Yeah, so quickly, I want to remind you that today's session is a continuation of last week's session where we talked about WhatsApp marketing, part one. And today we are going to talk about WhatsApp marketing part two, where we will have a point where we will try to do an experiment or to see the practice. Of course, the screenshots, but maybe eventually we'll just do a bit of practical to see how the reality of things, swiping and changing things here and there can happen. Yeah, so I'll quickly do a small recap. And last week, for those who might have been with us, we were able to look at WhatsApp with the perspective of the business that you're doing. And we did a survey, and about 11 participants in the 19 that attended, we had about 11 of them share what kind of businesses they do. And if you're on the call and you were not part of the session last week, I encourage you to visit our YouTube channel and be able to catch up with the discussion we had. So last week we talked about WhatsApp from the angle of awareness, creation, engagement, and conversion for people to buy from you or your business or the business you're promoting. And I just want to encourage you that you don't have to have a business to use WhatsApp or test out WhatsApp. You can always, support a friend who is running a service. I know of influencers who just, as long as they sell your product, you pay them a small commission. Or if they bring a client, you pay them a small commission. Increasing participation, and of course that means that you are having more buyers. And then we went ahead to discuss WhatsApp marketing channels, how to create those, and what are they. Then we talked about building a WhatsApp business account, and then WhatsApp segmentation. How do you segment your contacts? This should have been contact segmentation. And then examples of completed campaigns were also demonstrated. But today we continue with the next session, which is on managing communications. Sorry, part two, and we start with managing communications. So the question is, how do you manage communications on WhatsApp? There are different ways to manage communications. One is through WhatsApp channels. So you can choose to create a channel, and we will have a look at what channels look like in the next slides, where you can always post updates, deadlines, testimonials, and short videos from past participants, maybe if you are running a program like GPAP. I want to disclaim that this presentation was made considering a case study of GPAP, Graduate Professionals Apprenticeship Program, that is delivering this session, so that it is practical. You can feel it, not just getting an example that we can't easily relate with. So looking at a training like this that Faith has just presented, you can easily understand the flow of the session. So you can also use emojis, short text, and visuals to make, and of course, make your content, for your content to perform better. It needs to be concise, it needs to be very simple or simplified. Of course, if you're a business, it is important to know that videos or what we call visuals, multimedia kind of content, including still pictures, including posters and maybe videos, short videos work better. And then the next one is podcast lists. You know, with podcasts, there is, broadcast lists. So we discussed this last week, but we'll have a chance to have a look at how to build this, maybe practically. But this allows you to follow up and make reminders to interested students or participants. Yeah. So in this case, you would say, if you made a broadcast of people who are interested in program X and you want to communicate to them, the number one principle we made or we emphasized last week is that for the broadcast to work, someone must have saved your contact. So you must be sure that the person you're speaking to already saved your contact, and you also, of course, saved their contacts. In fact, if you have not saved their contacts, you will not even, it won't even allow you to put them in a broadcast anyway. Then it allows you to reach to that person directly without group clutter or having to post in a group where people have different interests, or maybe they didn't wake up well. So seeing you promoting a business certainly is creating a mood change to someone who woke up with a sickness or woke up to bad news, you know. Then interest groups, you know, if I inboxed you and I first said, "Hello, Kenneth," then I send you my advert, you will easily say, "Oh, by the way, I'm not okay. I lost a friend. I am feeling, you know, this and that." And then you can get into conversation briefly, but you also know that they will have seen your post. Interest groups, create separate groups for students who've shown interest, e.g. GPAP Cohort 5. If you feel like the right choice is to group people who have had a particular interest, well and good. And we'll show you how to go ahead and organize those groups anyways. And then assign moderators, campus ambassadors, if you have ambassadors. If we had ambassadors, okay, we actually have ambassadors, but if you run a group of that kind, it is good to give administrator rights to people who are within those campuses so that they run engagement. They know what events are happening in the university and they know how to align them with GPAP, and so they can always, you know, update participants. So quickly, to give you a feel of the practice, this is the first example of our WhatsApp channel. Yeah. So TechBuzz Hub has a WhatsApp channel where people who follow us on WhatsApp get notifications. And as you can see, we post there. The other thing, the thing you need to know is in here, people do not, it is only administrators that chat or that send texts in them. The other people who follow are just there to learn, listen, and follow. Yeah. So if they want to, the only way they can do, as you can see here, they can share their experience through emojis by responding with some emojis. I should have given you an example of maybe a BBC experience, but I think I forgot about that. So that you are able to see how just one post can have like 30,000 emojis, of course, some of which show, you can eventually come back and see how many emojis you got that are positive, others maybe negative, others crying, and so on and so forth, you know. So you see all these are updates that we share in the group. Yeah. Sorry, the noise in the whatever, as I was taking the screenshots. On this other side, you see here, it is talking about how to create communities, yeah? So all these communities are inside on one community of TechBuzz Hub, and there are 17 groups. So if you have different products, if you have different ambassadors, if you have different, maybe even like in these groups, for example, we have clients, we have people on program, we have ambassadors here, we have management team, those are board members. But each group, as long as someone has not joined a particular group, then they are not necessarily in that group anyways. So that is one way of creating a channel, and then communities, managing communities. Next is in the previous session, we talked about creating engagement. You need to create auto responding messages. That is where you can have an away message, you can have greetings messages right here. You can have quick replies. You can go ahead and put your profile, update your profiles, catalogs. Catalogs, for those who might not know, is OR, where you put your products and the prices and maybe a brief description, so that if someone came to your account, they are able to see progress. Yeah, sorry, they're able to see your products and what about those products. And you see there, even as you can see here, our account has performed less. So you even have tools of analysis. Yeah, so they tell you 16, you have gone down with conversations by 16. You have catalog. I had not created catalogs here, but status views, they have gone down by 1.1 thousand, yeah, or by 1,100 participants. So that is a big loss. However, sometimes different days differ. Yeah. So you don't want to lose. Now, labels, there are labels, there are greeting messages, and so on and so forth. And of course, down here, these type of tools, I know these ones are very familiar, updates, what have you, sorry. And then in the next one is we look at an example of so here we had quick replies, away message. Sorry, now this is about quick replies. And so you can go ahead and also put your quick replies. You can put business hours, of course, business name. And then on this other side, we are still talking about maybe giving you an overview of the groups in your community. And then this other side, we are trying to show you how the WhatsApp, your WhatsApp channel, how it looks. So as you can see in my WhatsApp channel, I have WhatsApp as a channel. I have Grandy online. I have CNN. I have C Style Bags. My love. I don't know what. Some of these you follow them, not even knowing, but eventually you can choose to unfollow if you realize that something is not meeting your expectations. Yeah. So next, and of course, these numbers you're seeing here, it means that I have not opened those groups in a long time. Not necessarily a long time, but yeah. And an example of a greeting message is right on this other side. And you see, you can enable it, you can disable it. So if someone sent us a message, they immediately get this, as long as they're a new contact. Are you a student in a holiday, fresh graduate, career changer, wondering how to get practical experience and land your first job? GPAP, which is Graduate Professional Apprenticeship Program, is a hands-on skilling initiative that connects you to real industry projects, mentorship, and job opportunities. You can gain practical exposure, build industry connections, boost your employability, and you can join the channel through that channel link too. Yeah, so those are auto messages, greeting messages, as away messages, and so on and so forth. You can always go and edit them. And then on this other side, you can see that if you remember correctly, above here, there is this catalog view. Yeah, we had not created catalog views. But now we have there is something more like catalog views. If you want to create a status with different pictures, maybe you want to create two pictures. These are three. Is this one picture? There is this one picture. There is this one picture. These ones are two. There is this one picture. There is this one picture. So as you can see down here, you select if I want 4 pictures in one status, if I want 2, just like we have, sorry, 3, if I want 3 with 1 on top and 2 below, if I want 2, just like this one, if I want 1 big in the middle and the rest are half on top and half below, if I want 6 of them. And this is how you look at it below here. So here I wanted 1 big one out, 1 big one up, and 2 small down. And you see this particular icon also. Here I wanted 6. So these are 6 programs all being on one status. I had just posted it, so that is why you're seeing 0 views. As you can see also, it shows just now as a way of just now, meaning that I had just posted it. And then here you can post 4 of them, and those are the ones that I picked up for example purposes. As long as you finish selecting them, you just say done, and it's business as usual. Yeah, so that was just a small pictorial kind of thing. Let's continue to the content. So if you want to plan using WhatsApp for business or to generate value from WhatsApp, you need to think about what they call content planning. And last week we talked about content or funnel creation, building WhatsApp funnels. And today we are talking about content, more like content calendar, leveraging from the content, the funnels. Yeah. So you would have to come up and say, on Monday, I maybe post something around motivation. Tuesday, I post about industry insights. Wednesday, I post about GPAP value or the business value you have, testimonial, opportunities, call to action, inspiration, and networking. These are not cast in stone. You can just change these things based on what you want to see, which means here you will consistently be posting things that people find value from. And the more you start sharing things that people generate value from, as opposed to memes. Yeah, but there are also memes that are valuable, that create a level of learning. If they are that kind of memes, maybe those are okay. But if they are just memes for people to laugh, you might end up being a comedian. But it is also good if that is the career you want to pursue. Other than people, tomorrow there is an opening has come, and then the only person they can remember, you are the one, but then they realize you are a meme. Huh? Only posting things that create no value, and they even shy away to recommending you really to a job. But once in a while, you can post a meme. It's okay. I'm not saying that you don't have to post completely, but what I'm saying is don't brand yourself as a memer, like many people claim. Yeah. And maybe I want to just make this statement that recently there is a global research that has been made that this is the only time where the current generation is behind in terms of intelligence. They are less intelligent than the previous generation. The current generation is less intelligent than the previous generation in the last 100 years. What does that mean? That you must come out and dispute or not be considered in that category. Simply, the reason for that is because of emergency of things that do not allow you to critical think. Every information you want is on your fingertips, so it doesn't allow you to think. It doesn't allow you to to get things, put these things into perspective and comprehend them, and then make decisions. Everything is on your fingertips, and that is why people will comfortably start posting memes everywhere, every time, and they eventually become like addicts of that. So on the content calendar, if you chose to do motivation industry insights, something like that. So you see in front of motivation, we do how GPAP graduates are transforming their careers. Then for industry insights, top 3 digital skills employers in Uganda want in 2025. Even that I've told you of the current generation being not intelligent than their previous is also like an industry insight, and you are bound to know it. And if you go on the internet and search for that, you're going to get more details about why that statistic has come out. GPAP value, what you will learn in week 1 of GPAP, problem solving, industry projects, and so on and so forth. For testimonial, meet Joan, from job seeker to marketing assistant after GPAP. Now, all of this, for you don't know what you're building, you're literally building a psychological whatever, that people will keep wanting to check out your posts every single day. I get inspiration from this person. This person shares things that are valuable, that build me, that do this and that. And then the moment you start saying, I am promoting this program, they already take you serious. So they will easily buy, or they will recommend, they will reshare. And that is how we build influence. I don't know whether I'm talking, but I feel like I'm becoming a lot of a pastor, but I am yet to finish. So here is a quick case study. If you want to create awareness, a simple message like, hello, are you a fresh graduate wondering how to get practical experience and land your first job? GPAP, of course, is a hands-on skilling program that does that. You gain practical exposure, build industry connections, and boost your employability. And then you tell people to join the channel, or if you have a link for them to register, yes. Another one for engagement. Remember, the upper one was awareness. This one is for engagement. So if you want engagement, meaning you want people to interact majorly. So here you see, you will say, here is what past GPAP participants are saying. Before GPAP, I struggled to get interviews. After completing the program, I got a marketing role at Safe Border. This is Lydia, maybe from Makerere, or a Makerere graduate. So the moment you see this, you also, the message is saying, want the same results? Literally, it is telling you, take action. So if you want the same results, join GPAP through this WhatsApp channel, so that you start seeing even more of that. Maybe eventually you will engage. You will say, I want to register now. I want to participate. The next case study is also engagement. Actually, this is supposed to be conversion. Sorry, I wrote engagement, but this is supposed to be conversion. What is conversion? Last call, GPAP caught 5 registration closes in 48 hours. What does that mean? Urgency. Register now, in short, that is what it's saying. It is a 12 weeks hands-on learning program. It is a mentorship from industry professionals and career support and job exposure. Don't miss your shot at becoming job ready. If you want to join, register through that link. So, ladies and gentlemen, this comes or brings me to the end of my presentation. But to give you some level of the practice, I will try to share my screen, my phone screen in this case. And then as you think about questions, by the way, so that I give you a feel of what I have been talking about, And as I said, if you have any questions, put them in the chat so that I am able to respond to them as I do like a simple case study on WhatsApp, right? But otherwise, I want to mention that being here today means that you have taken the first step of finding value in your WhatsApp, and so I encourage you to. Last time, what we did was sorry. Last time, what we did was to ask everyone who was on the call to follow TechBuzz so that they can have case studies that maybe start looking at the work that we've been doing or how we every day share things as a way of exposure, of learning, and so on and so forth. So, colleagues, if you may allow me to share my screen now, I will stop this one and then I try to share another one. I am waiting to be given a chance to share my phone screen. But you're free to ask questions. You can text the questions, you can unmute and ask the questions, whichever you choose to do.
Hello, good afternoon, team. Good afternoon, Mr. Kenneth. Thank you for the presentation. So my question is about WhatsApp and AI. The AI for WhatsApp. I'm wondering how beneficial that AI could be, or also whether it can be used maybe for like fine tuning text so that maybe you don't send texts that have errors. I don't know how exactly you envision that it can help an individual that is trying to maximize WhatsApp for business and maybe trying to buy back time. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Grace. I'll most definitely address that question. Finally, I am able to share my screen, I believe. So you may confirm if you're able to see my screen. Are you able to see my screen? Okay, not yet. Wow. I have failed to be able to share this, unfortunately, but the simple case studies that I had earlier shared, I want to think that they could suffice. If you have a particular question, I should be able to address those ones on how to create your catalogs and so on and so forth. And should you have any questions, you can always WhatsApp me or WhatsApp TechBuzz on this very number that I have put in the chat. So, but maybe to address Grace's question, it is, I know, Meta AI, which WhatsApp uses. Sometimes it might not be looked at as efficient, especially in creating content. But I always use it for just basic things. If I want to get a perspective, an opinion about creating content, I don't think it is good enough to create content. If you want to create content, I would advise that you use other third-party or other AI tools like ChatGPT, like Gemini, and many others. Otherwise, the Meta AI, to me, I always find that it is a bit limiting. It has less, maybe it also has less context. I don't know. So I would encourage that if you want to create content, you may want to create it offside, the outside of the WhatsApp AI itself. But it is good for getting an idea, confirming something. I don't know how many of us have used that AI. You can even use it while chatting with people, and you just say at Meta in someone's inbox and say at Meta, explain this concept to this person. Maybe they were not sure what the meaning of the word cliche. Yeah. And so you go and say, explain the word cliche to my friend Rose as you are in your inbox. And of course, you tag it. The moment you tag it, it is going to reply with a message to her. And then you have solved the challenge of you having to write the meaning which you are not even sure of. Yeah. Those simple questions, yes. But tough questions, I recommend that you use the other what? The other WhatsApp, sorry, AI options. Yeah, so I think this brings us to the end of the session. Since I've not seen any questions in the chat, it means that certainly we are all comfortable. And for that, if there is no more question, in a count of three, the session should be closed.
Excuse me, please. I just have one more question.
We can.
Thank you, Kenneth. I no, that is noted about about WhatsApp, the AI, the Meta AI. But my other question was about how possibly can someone boost their WhatsApp channel, maybe to get many people following, and even maybe the reactions that you mentioned of other WhatsApp channels. I don't know how well that can be boosted.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Grace. Boosting is different people have a different perspective on boosting. I think for me, it is about the quality of the people in your channel. If the people in your and the empowerment you have given them. If you have a few people in your channel and you empower them to share your content, to engage with your content, and even the way you write. If you write in a way that is interesting to someone, they are happy to share within their networks, status share or something like that. But if you focus on growing the channel, yes, it is a good one, but you might have random people, but the sample space, they don't open your channel, they don't interact with it, and so on and so forth. So I want to think that you look at quality versus quantity. But if you want quality, if you want to balance quality and quantity, then you need to have you need to also be encouraging people to join the channel by sharing on your statuses, create a post or like a poster, attach small captions and put the link for people to join the channel. So like you encourage people based on the kind of value the channel provides. But if your channel doesn't provide any form of value, also it becomes really not valuable to the people who join it, and you will start having situations where people are the channel. Yeah. So you must be consistent anyway. That is also what I'm saying. If you create a channel, then you must consistently update the channel, share information on your channel, and so on and so forth. So I hope that answers you, Grace, and the rest of us who are on the call. As I conclude, I want to thank you very much for making the time to join this conversation. This session is going to be uploaded on YouTube. So you can always follow TechBuzz to get some of these links to even have conversations that are way beyond a conversation like this. Last week, we talked about maximizing your LinkedIn, last week but one, and how to optimize the LinkedIn account for more value. Today we are talking about WhatsApp. Even last week we talked about WhatsApp. Next we might talk about TikTok. And after these marketing related sessions, we might go back to other sessions. In the past 3 to 6 months, we talked about the 10 most relevant skills you need to know and have. We talked about things to do with digital marketing, with software engineering, and so on and so forth. So that is why you definitely need to visit the channel and also share maybe the information to the relevant people you would wish to share to. With that, I want to close by saying next week another session is being planned. So try to make time and join and learn in during this lunch break. With that, I want to wish you a very wonderful day. Bye.